Hey, I'm back. Sorry about the 2 week delay. I guess I'm just falling out of doing videos for YouTube because I'm doing pretty much the same thing almost every day. Either I hang around the house, play video games, or hang on the computer/internet till I have to get ready for work, go to work, come back, sit on the internet till I go to bed. And your standard family interaction time in between, or I just sit on video games till mealtime, go interact with family, and then run back and do whatever, or head out of the house for a little bit. That's kind of it. There's no, oh, let me go and hang with this friend, or oh, let me go and hang with that friend, because either one, they don't live in where I do, or two, they're working when I'm free, or they're free when I'm working, or both, or whatever. So essentially, there's really nothing to say, oh, well, this happened or that happened. But getting beyond that, I finally had an idea for a YouTube video. I've had several ideas and I've discussed them with some of my online friends, but I don't think they're going to happen right now, only because I don't want to put it on them and say they're not on as much. I just can't connect with them and verbalize or communicate my ideas to them as much. But on with my video. I was thinking, I've seen a lot of different things. And been in a lot of different types of weather. The snow, the sleet, the hail, the rain, sometimes all at the same time, all the lightning storms I've been through, a part of, watched from afar, enjoyed. Is there something that I can say I've seen and nobody else has? Or a combination of things? Like, I'm not the best at video games, I'm not the best at RPGs, I'm not the best at first-person shooters. I'm good, but there are always people better. There's always people that have played what I've played. Except for a couple places, but they're not like major games like, oh, I've played a major game and you haven't. But I can interact with sports people. Basketball, football, baseball, hockey to a limited extent. That in itself sounds impressive, but I don't want to say, oh, well, I think I'm one of the few people out there that can interact with people between the sports there, because I pay attention to them and hardly anybody else does other than professional sports people. Or there's the interacting with the video gamers and all the different ones. So it's not just internet, it's also like console stuff or computer stuff. There's sitting on the computer all day and that, so I've got sites I can go to find things. I don't have any one thing that nobody else does. So I guess I could say I've got a combination of things. Would it be too audacious? For me to say, oh, well, it's pretty cool, I can do this and this and this and this, because nobody else can? At least the breadth and width of which, like, okay, video games. Video games is one thing. Being a nerd, Star Trek, Star Wars. Farscape, Stargate. And that usually people with sci-fi and that like their particular thing and nothing else. Or there's the different comedy things. There's so many different things that I like to do. It's just like there's nobody that I know that will go from one end to the other. Jackie Chan movies in itself is another thing. But yeah, is there something that you do a lot of, or a combination of things? Like, oh, well, I do this, but nobody would suspect I do that, or vice versa. And so I put forth that question, do you do something? Or a series of things that nobody else does? And I'm just kind of curious on that.